Albert Sambi Lokonga's departure from Arsenal to Hamburg reads like a short novel about modern football, ambition, hope, setbacks, and the cold arithmetic of the transfer market. The official confirmation arrived as a simple announcement. Lokonga has completed a permanent move to Hamburger SV, and he posted a heartfelt farewell thanking Arsenal and their supporters for the opportunity to wear the badge. That moment, public and gracious, hides a complicated career arc, a player who arrived as a bright technical midfielder and found himself bounced between loans, fighting injuries and searching for consistent minutes. Those loan stops at Crystal Palace, Luton Town and most recently Sevilla. Promised fresh starts, but never quite delivered the stable platform a young creative midfielder needs to flourish, and tonight that fragile promise becomes a fresh chance in Germany. What makes this transfer especially headline-worthy is the money conversation. When you consider that Arsenal invested heavily in the squad over recent windows, and that Lokonga himself was once bought for a significant sum from Anderlecht in 2021, seeing him leave under reported low-cost terms sparks real debate. Different outlets report different figures. Some claim the deal was struck for a nominal fee, reported in certain quarters as around Euros 300,000 plus add-ons, while other reports put the figure closer to a few million euros. That gap isn't just arithmetic. It's a story about bargaining power, contract status, performance-based clauses, and the ugly business of recouping value on players who don't hit their expected ceiling. For Arsenal, cutting ties this way suggests a pragmatic decision to free squad space and trim a player who was not central to Arteta's immediate plans. For Hamburg, it's a low-risk strategy to acquire technical ability and experience at a bargain. On the pitch, what should fans expect? Lokonga remains a player with clear technical gifts, comfort on the ball, progressive passing and eye for transitional play. But his career to date has been interrupted by injuries and inconsistent form. In Hamburg, he will find different expectations. Less pressure to immediately take over a title chase, more latitude to rebuild confidence and ensure match fitness. If he stays fit and finds a defined role, he can still become a transformational piece for a Bundesliga side aiming to consolidate and push upwards. If he struggles, the move will likely be remembered as one of those what might have been chapters that pepper modern footballing careers. Either way, this transfer is a compact case study of how clubs balance sporting hope and financial prudence, and why fans should pay attention not just to the headline fee, but to the clauses, timeframes, and the human story behind the numbers. For Arsenal supporters, there is a second layer to process. What does this say about recruitment and development? Selling a homegrown style prospect or a young arrival for low fees forces questions about scouting, loan management, and patience. For Hamburg, it's a signal that they're ready to bet on reclamation stories, players with pedigree who need environment and minutes. Over the next months, watch Lokonga's appearances, his position in Hamburg's midfield, and whether this quiet exit becomes the spark of a career revival or a cautionary lesson about timing and trust in player development. The transfer is official, the farewell is said, and now the next chapter begins for the player who once carried big expectations and the clubs that made the deal possible.